Nathan, back to winning ways.
Yeah, no, and we're pleased with that. As I said, we're 6 unbeaten, but with sort of sandwiched in with a few draws in there, you know, sometimes it looks like, well, you need to get back to winning ways. But no, look, we're on a good run. We beat Doncaster and we've unbeaten since. Yeah, we've had a few draws. We won in the cup. We've won again today, so that's pleasing because we wanted not to lose touch, but we just wanted to as I said, get back to winning ways, but for our own form, you know, to turn these points into wins.
And all that with the disruption of having to change during the warm-up as well.
Yeah, second time we've had to do that now, but as I said, our players are professional enough that they prepare well anyway. And said Stephen O'Donnell's unfortunate to be still out because he's training very, very well. And he come in, and I said the strength of the squad means that I can bring in someone of his calibre back into the fold, and he did fantastic well.
Cameron McGeehan, there was a lot of talk about him last week, but I know, and you've left players out from the midfield from last week, but of course what he gives you is the goal.
And that's probably why he's kept his place. You know, I mean, it's difficult to leave Cameron out at times when we're not fluent. You look at the players that we need to create fluency, and then that's why I chopped and changed a little bit. But the thing with Cameron is he gives you goals, and I love the kid because he's a desire deep down to score goals. And as we've said, sometimes if he doesn't score and we win well, there's a tinge of disappointment in it. But he'll be delighted today.
And Jack Marriott has made both goals as well. Not scoring, but he's such an important part.
No, look, Jack will score goals because he gets in that position. He's unlucky. I mean, he's a great strike. You know, improvised finishing. That's where the keepers sort of spilled it because it's such an improvised, quick finish. And then Cameron's following up to finish. And as I said, he's following up after that. And then he's created Danny's when maybe he could have pulled the trigger himself. And but no, he's done really well today. He was a menace all day. And I said, they're my front two. I'm very happy they're mine. You know.
Let's talk Danny Hilton. If ever a player ages a manager, I guess it's him, because he scores a wonderful goal, he leads the line, and then all of a sudden there's a yellow card again, and he misses next week. Yeah,
that's a frustrating thing, and the frustrating thing for him is we're saying because it wasn't him that caused it, and then but when like the ref sort of trying to book him, and then he's sort of trying to explain no, sometimes it comes across in the wrong way. Look, it's frustrating, and he makes you want to punch him at times, but then, you know, he does what he does. He's my main man, and I love it because he gets me goals. He leads the line. He's tireless. He's a nuisance. He's the best in the league. I hear people talk about people in the league, and he's the best in the league.
I mean, I could see you down on the touchline getting very frustrated, and you spoke to the referee, and it seemed to me, because the referee kept his cards in his pocket for the most part, like he did at Cheltenham, but you know, he almost felt he was saying to you, look, I have to book him now.
That's what he was. He came to me, not me to him, to be fair. So he was explaining, I thought Trev done very, very well. I marked him very highly at Cheltenham because I thought he refereed the game very well, and today he did excellently. You know, but he has that thing about him. You know, sometimes he's a little bit of the Spanish was polemical, but it's like he wants to be the main man, and sometimes he has that aura, and when he comes away to him, you know you're going to get a proper performance from him because he doesn't really care about anything, his crowd or managers or anything, and he repped it very, very well. And I said he explained why he did it, and I can understand. It's frustrating for us, and you know, I want to hammer Danny, but it's sometimes after the performance he puts in, something's difficult, you know.
But you've got the 3 points. I think Plymouth have drawn. You've sort of closed the gap on them, and you're very much in the mix.
Of course we're in the mix. You know, we'll be in. I think, you know, providing something that we don't play anywhere near the way we can, you know, I think we'll be in the mix because we've got such a good squad, the way we work, and so on. But yeah, it's nice that Portsmouth and Plymouth have drawn. We've gone above Portsmouth. Others have won around them. But it's important you just keep your own momentum going. If you look after your own thing, then we'll finish where we should finish and where we need to finish. Because, you know, I'm delighted with my group. There's some good sides in the league. It'll be a tough league. We know that, but we're happy where we are.
And the fans again, look, 1,400 I know it's not a long way, but you know, they've come and supported you magnificently once again.
It may not be a long way, but that traffic makes it, you know what I mean?
There's nowhere to park either.
Yeah, and you're probably better off going to somewhere like Grimsby than coming to East London because the traffic's a joke. But I can't keep saying about our fans because it's superlatives. When the other night when I ran to superlatives for my team, the fans are outstanding and they are brilliant. And right at the end, you know, they give you energy. They make me proud to be the manager of this club because we're a fantastic club, and they're the blood that runs through the veins of our club, and they're brilliant, absolutely outstanding. I think our owner was in there and all, so he'd have been delighted as well. But that's the type of club we've got here, magnificent.
Thank you.
Cheers.
Just on James Seston, what was the actual issue with him in the end?
He just pulled the calf in warm up. So just straight swap, no issues, and early enough that we didn't have to, scramble. So no, just pulled it. Sods came in fantastically well.
As you mentioned, O'Donnell was not played for a while, but he came in and he looked very comfortable and a threat going forward too.
To be fair, he's done very, very well. I mean, he's training really well, to be honest. He's probably training slightly better than James at the minute, and that's where James feeling the pressure or ever been in the side. But he's training at a good level, so I knew I had no issues whatsoever. When you're picking a side, he's in your consideration anyway, along with many others. But no, he's done fantastically well and was part of a real good away performance, if you like.
You brought both Gillard and Cook in, and Gillard, especially for the first goal, I mean, he won the ball back half the pitch, didn't he, in advance of the box. He must be pleased with how he won.
Of course, but I mean, look, we know how good Alex Gillard is. The thing is with Alex Gillard is he joined us late, so he missed a lot of the pre-season. He missed a lot of our structural work, especially out of possession. I know what he can do in possession. He's a wonderful, wonderful player, and he's starting to prove that now. And we're glad. He's had to be patient. He hasn't wanted to be patient because of what he came here to play. But providing he keeps at the level he is, he will.
Was it a slight frustration that had 2-0 up and you looked like you could get more goals to then concede when you did?
Yeah, it really is. I mean, because then it makes it a more difficult game. We right before their goal, we had an opportunity to make it 3-0 in terms of counter-attacking side. And we are an excellent counter-attacking side. We really, really are. So when sides come out against us, we can hurt them. And we did that, and it would be nice to put it to bed at 3 instead of a 2-1. A little bit of a fight at the end. 3 points to the 3 points. When I woke up this morning, someone said, "Well, you can have a fight for the last 3 minutes and come, and win 2-1." I'd have taken that.
Was Danny's yellow just a bit of dissent then?
I don't entirely know what it's for, but it was. He's in the moment, and if it is, then it'll be discipline. But I have to find out exactly what it is and stuff. But he's always in the mix. He's that type of player, and it's hard to take that away from him because you get 8 goals. He's one of the top scorers in the league because he gets that, because he's that type. But I need to curb something because at least now after this game, at least we've got a bit of respite because he's got 5 bookings to get thing. But he's already missed 2 games through suspension already, and I don't want him missing any more.
He looked a bit reluctant to take the applause there at the end, and you sort of pushed him forward. He must be.
He should do. I mean, look, that can't tarnish an overall performance. He was magnificent. He led my line. First off, he needed to get into the game. Second off, he was outstanding. And he'd have been the type when I was a player that I wouldn't, you don't relish playing against, or you do because you like the challenge. But someone that gives you a hard time.
Cameron McKean's got 7 goals in 15 appearances now this season. That's incredible from midfield, isn't it?
It's incredible for midfield. It's not incredible for him because he's that type of guy. If you look at his stats, it's phenomenal. Midfield player getting that many, and that's why he plays games.
Cheers, Nathan.
Nathan,